Sorry, I'm late, everybody. Let's try that again. Good morning. Oh, where'd you go? Hello? Where'd you go? Well, that's not the one I want. What in the world? Let's try that. There we go. You moved the plugs, that's why. Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Apologies for being late. Maybe we should just consider this to be a 9:30 show because it seems like I'm always here at 9:30. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Today I was actually late because I was just like screwing around and getting myself ready and being, taking my sweet time, hence why my hair looks cute today. However, the computers also gave us trouble again. Surprise, surprise. It's the world we're living in right now. We've got troublesome computer situations. But that's okay because we have really good stuff to talk about today. Namely, we are going to be doing some plant stuff. We're going to start some seeds today. Hold 1 second. And there we go. Gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. Sorry, I'm just organizing my view so that I can see everything I need to see. Come on in, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I'm here now. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. You're the best. Appreciate your patience. If it's being a little bit glitchy, let's just, breathe through it. Because only so much we can do, We're gonna hope that it just sort of chills itself out and we're gonna have an awesome stream. Does that sound good to you guys? Because that sounds great to me. There we go. I got my chats open, ready to see you guys. Good morning, friends. Come on in. Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. Come on down. And we are going to be doing seeds today. That's the big bonanza of today. I need to figure out which seeds have to get planted first. We have to make that list. I've got pots, I've got potting soil, I've got little labels. But before we can even get into actually potting up the seeds, we need to figure out which seeds have to get planted first. Some need to be planted like 10 weeks early, some need to be planted 8 weeks early, some need to be planted 6 weeks early. So we are going to do whatever we can to figure out which seeds have to get done first. Oh my gosh. Eyelash in my eyeball. Peekaboo, leave him alone. Leave him alone. You're a big baby. Oh, never mind. I thought you were leaving him alone. You wanted to come hang out with me. You can come here because I'm going to take this binder and I'm going to put it over here. So you can sit right here. I'll put the leaf where you're allowed to go. Here. That's as far as you can come, okay? This area, off limits for cats. Understood? Good. Glad you got it. She's already eaten today, but she's still just a needy girl. She's just a needy girl, all right? Some cats are needy girls. Peekaboo is one of those cats. I'm trying to move stuff out of the way, but at the same time as existing in the world and doing two things at once is like not a strength of mine. Good morning, Spoopy Skeleton. What is that username? All right, so who needs to be planted earliest? I feel like I need to Google that. I don't even know who has to be planted first. So let me just open another window on my computer. What? Okay, if you could not glitch, that'd be super. Seeds. What flowers, I guess. Flower. Seeds need 8 to 10 weeks before last frost. That's where we are right now, is about 10 weeks. Oh, glitching. Deep breaths. It's gonna be okay. Jesus, Murphy, it really doesn't want me to just have a chill day, does it? Okay, let's see. Okay, echinacea, dahlias, snapdragons, yarrow, celosia. Okay, so there's quite a few that we can choose from to be starting early. Marigolds was not listed. Nasturtium, we're not starting that yet. That would be crazy. But we can start some other stuff. Okay, are we going to do status this year? Yes, we are. And we want it to have lots of time. We also, the Chantilly snapdragons, those are snapdragons, which means we'll pull those out. Bee salvia, I think this one doesn't need to be, to start directly outdoors. 4 to 6 weeks, we don't need that one. Snapdragon and, hold on, pom-pom dahlia. I'll show you all these after I pull them out. I'm just pulling out the ones that are earliest starts. And hopefully it's all gonna be like, you know, not too many things we don't have to freak out about. All right, we don't need to start morning glories yet. Okay, celosia. I have quite a few celosias. All right, we'll just take all the celosias out, because if they can all be started 6 to 8 to 10 weeks early, then we'll just pull all of them out right now, and that way we can look at all of them. Okay, there's these guys, the Lavatera. What do you want? Do you want to start inside? Let's see, cup-shaped blooms, blah, blah, blah. Quickly from seed. Easy annual, good for containers. 6 to 8 weeks, we don't need to do that yet. 6 to 8 weeks is for a while. We're good for 6 to 8. We're here for things that need 10 weeks. I feel like Scabiosa, I don't think it needs that long, but it took a long time, in my opinion. For best results, to start seeds outdoors. It doesn't say how to start them indoors. Plant in February, April. Well, we're in February, so. Where are you guys? What is happening? Am I just out here alone today? Pearly Everlasting, what do you want me to do? 2-inch perennial, full sun, partial, that doesn't tell me anything. Straw flowers, I don't think they need to come out yet. Calendula, definitely not. I think pansies were in there, right? Because we want them to be ready. And I have this giant white pansy I'm gonna be doing. Let's see what I have to do for, let's see what it says to do. Easiest to start outdoors. So dig deeply and enrich with aged manure. Before sowing seeds, well-anchored trellis, yeah. Where the ground does not freeze, plant in the fall. Lucky. Not my lifestyle. Okay, so these don't really need to go yet. We're gonna do those probably like in mid-March. Let's not go too crazy. Okay, that starts outdoors. Coleus? I feel like we could start some coleus inside, because they can grow inside, like as an indoor plant. Right? Okay, next, red echinacea. That's a perennial. We are going to start that. Firecracker vine, don't need to start that inside. Gladiolus corms. Probably a good time to look at getting those started. And what are you? What's in here? Oh, this is just a mix of random seeds. Is that really all I need to start now? That seems like not a lot of things. Rainbow popcorn, dill, poppies, that's not done yet. Maiden vine, I feel like that's an outdoor start. To start outdoors, 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, that's not very much time needed at all. Lobelia, I feel like that's not for a while either, because it's 60 to 75 days. Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks, so we still have time for that. Calendula, definitely not yet. I decided no yarrow this year. So I'm not starting any yarrow. That's scary. I have so much yarrow that I don't want to start any. That's crazy. Okay, Lavaterra. Okay, let's double check. Blooms every year. Wait, does that mean it's a perennial? Ooh, a perennial. Let's see, days to germination, blah, blah, blah. Long blooming. Start 6 to 8 weeks. Ooh, I love a perennial. Okay, let's try you. If you're a perennial, we can do that. Hey, baby. Don't need any Cosmos yet. Don't need any Morning Glory yet. Don't need to start Salvia yet. Baby's Breath. I feel like Baby's Breath was fast, wasn't it? How do you have to start it? Days to germination, but you're not telling me. It doesn't say how many days to flower. Why are you like this? It's just not enough information for me. Don't appreciate that, I'll tell you what. Zinnias, we don't have to do them yet. They're fast. Hi, baby. Nasturtiums, we don't have to do them yet. They're fast. Marigolds, I'm pretty sure marigolds are 6 to 8 weeks, so we still have time for them. Okay, so that's it for now, what we have to plant. Everything else we have 2-3 weeks before we should get them started. So we don't have to think about any of these seeds for at least a week, maybe 2 weeks. But these packs we have to think about starting now. Sorry, Gilsville, I didn't mean to scare ya when I stood up with no warning. There we go. All right. Hi, Pee-Pee. All right. Okay. I don't know what's going on this morning. Are you guys like seeing what I am seeing here? I feel like we are having so much more just glitcheriness. Is it bothering you? Is it like making it unwatchable? Because it kind of looks like unwatchable to me with the amount of glitching. I don't know why it doesn't show up on my side, but I'm seeing it on the back end. Peekaboo, you can't have those. Those are mine. Nope, those are my seeds. Hi. Yes, it's nice to see you, but I am a little busy. I'm in the middle of something, Pika. Yeah? I think Alex just said it looks fine to me, which is a good thing. Relax, baby girl. I'm trying to organize myself. Pika gets what Pika wants. She rules. Literally, she's standing in front of me, just in the way. Honey, do you realize that you're in the way, baby? Was that on purpose? Okay. Now that Pika has left me alone, barely, I'm just gonna grab these, baby girl. Thank you. Okay, now let's talk about what we've got to plant, what we have working on, what we have to be working on. I've got Pansy Mammoth White. I've got Gladiolus corms from my Gladiolus last year. Oops. And I want to get them started early so that they have enough time to become plants that will flower by the time Gladiolus are supposed to flower. Because right now they are just these itty bitty, teeny tiny little bulbs. These are something I would really like to get into, at least sort of started. And how about you? This red echinacea I'm also really excited about. Yesterday I took my pantry apart in my kitchen. We have a 3 shelving unit pantry. I took apart one of the shelving units, brought it downstairs. So now there's a room for my grow shelf upstairs. Hopefully that goes smoothly and we have no problems. I kind of want to do the gladiolus corms now. Is that a dumb idea? It kind of is, isn't it? It's going to be messy. But I really am excited about these gladiolus. They're different colors, mostly pink. There were some orangey ones. They're just tiny little, they're like tiny little onions or tiny little bulbs. And they survived all winter. And maybe, if we're lucky, look how many there are. Let me see how many there are actually, before we put them away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Peekaboo's tail knocked one off. 9, 10. Thought another one fell. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. Okay, so I have 51 gladiolus corms. I'm not going to get 51 glads out of it, but I may get 4 or 5. You know, I'm not a doctor, but if I have that many, there's probably a good chance that I'm going to have at least a couple of extra glads this year, which I'm very much looking forward to. So now this year, being added to my let's make it harder for myself than I need to, indoor, what are they called? Indoor dormant perennials. I'm adding more. Now I have glads and dahlias and geraniums. We're just gonna begin going over all of it. You know? I'm gonna end up having no room, basically. I don't know what is going on. I'm looking at my YouTube stream, and usually by this time we've got some people who are usually here. Is it some kind of special day or something? Let me just double check that I didn't block anything. Okay. There's nothing blocked. It's public. I don't know what it is. Do they say no? There's no AI. Not made for kids. English. Yeah, weird. I guess people are just not hanging out today. No offense to me. I am just always looking for a reason. I see 2 peeps. It's so odd. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, we don't usually have 2 at this time of morning. That seems very low. Me and Alex, that's what I'm thinking. Like, where is everybody? And then in Twitch, there's also 2 people. One of them is Spoopy Skeleton. Every time I'm going to laugh at that name. And then the other one's you, Candace. No, and the other one's Alex. You're the YouTube. They are the Twitch. I don't know what's up. Is it the glitching? Like, did YouTube just hide my stream? I just feel odd about the fact that there's nobody here. And everybody from the normal chat was excited about seeds. So it's weird that nobody came. So it's making me think there's something on the back end. So I'm just gonna share it around just to make sure it isn't that somehow people forgot. I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I don't know. I feel like there's some glitch on YouTube. I know YouTube was having trouble. It's not still down though, is it? Because I know YouTube was down for people yesterday. Let me see. Because I may be streaming to a minimum audience because it's dead still. Just give me a sec. My computer's loading like a potato. Yeah, okay, so when I click subscriptions, looking in my subscriptions, it still doesn't load. So maybe people aren't seeing that I'm live? That's so weird. Okay, well, either way, I'll just post it on Discord so that there's a direct link for anybody. I was watching stuff most of the day. You can still watch stuff, but there wasn't like recommendations getting sent out, and you couldn't search for certain stuff, like if you went into your subscriptions. Oh my God. I am not a, what's it called? A gamer. There's a word for it. I'm not going to have a gamer meltdown, but I can see when if I was like a gamer and my computer was lagging like this and it caused me to like die in a game, I can see why they like flip their tables, because oh my God, it's so frustrating. It's fine. It's going to be fine. I'm just trying to get it to load. Please. Blazing star. Ooh. That's a pretty plant, Candace. All right, now it's posted in Discord. That's one. Then we'll post it in Facebook, I guess. Sorry, if you're already here hanging out with me. Sorry, Candace and Alex, basically. Sorry that it's taking me a minute to get myself situated. I wonder why. My computer is a potato. I'm just trying to post my stream. Potato. Hey, at least my voice is pretty much back. That's a nice thing. It's very close to being back anyway. Come now, computer. Work with me, not against me. Okay. There we go. All right, at least there's something. And there we go. Pika, you're kind of a little bit in the way of me figuring out what we're gonna do here. Oh my God, you're gonna fall off the table. Stress me out, Pika. She's like, stop touching my hip. And I'm like, she's literally off the table at the back. Do you feel this? That's the edge of the table. Do you feel it? You'll just fall right off. That's the edge. See? Yeah. Anywho. All right. Well, if it's going to be just us and the algorithm is going to be wild or YouTube is going to be wild, that's fine. People will see it later. We'll be fine. Let's what? Let's make a list. I have to figure out a garden plan, and I don't know how I'm going to figure it out, but I think I need to like write down all the varieties I'm growing so that I can like organize them, like who has to get planted where. Ugh, I just don't want to do that. I feel like this year I just want to plant the seeds kind of willy-nilly, but I shouldn't. But the grow light isn't set up yet. I have to bring it upstairs. It's very heavy. I don't know. And these are great, but I don't know if they'll hold up for the entire, like, 3 months before they go into the ground. So I think I have to start with my regular seed starting plastic containers and then transplant into these when they are like ready to come out of their first stage plug. I think these are going to be the cardboard won't hold up, I think. Thanks, Candace, for sharing. I don't think the cardboard will hold up. So I think I'm going to use these as step 2 in my planting, not step 1, and use my previous green plastic ones from last year as step 1. I think that's probably my best bet. Oh my god, Peekaboo, your tail's quite strong, honey. How's it knocking over full trays of paper or whatever they're called, pots? Okay, so the other thing we could do is some cold starting for some of the perennials. Okay, let's start by making the list of the ones we're starting first. We're going to start some seeds. Which ones we start first, we should write down, I think, right? So that I have an idea of what we're going to do. And then I also have this marker and these labels that I can stick with each one. Am I going to plant 6 of each thing? I don't think I can. I don't think I have enough labels for that. Ugh. I know. I don't know what we're supposed to do, girly. Gardening is hard, and I don't remember how I started gardening last year. Like, I don't remember what I did to start my garden. I feel like I had way more organization than I do right now. Okay, so let's talk first about how cute my cat is, and then let's make a list of what these are so that I know what I'm starting first. So I have assorted fancy coleus. And then I have, what are you called? Oh, my, what are you called again? Something corner, French quarter coleus. Should I be starting cuttings now too? I am like feeling completely unsure about what I'm doing right now. Okay, and then the other one is called French quarter, so we'll do that. French quarter coleus. It's gonna work out fine. If I don't plant anything, I have like 100 perennials that are still gonna bloom. I don't know why I feel overwhelmed, because I have 1,000 seeds. Why do I have this? Oh my god, I'm dying. Stop the cuteness overload. I know. Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get anything done when she's here? Isn't she so sweet? She loves me. I love that you love me, Pika. You're the best, baby girl. Okay, and then we're gonna do the perennials. I'm gonna put separately, like as a separate pile, because to me those are like a different job. Okay, the dahlia seeds, that has to get started soon. Okay, now we are on to celosia. Celosia spicata salmon. Celosia spicata flamingo. Okay. Silly cat. Okay, and then just random celosia. Oh wait, no, this one's coxcomb. Do I want to grow coxcomb celosia? I probably should, just to be polite. Random celosia and coxcomb celosia. Okay. And then I don't have what this is. Actually, I have gomphrena adjacent flower. I don't even know if these are seeds. I grabbed a couple of these dried flowers and I thought, they're beautiful. They're dried on the plant, therefore they should have seeds in them. But I honestly cannot see any seeds. But like gomphrena seeds are also annoying, you know? They're very small, right? White gomphrena, please tell me there's at least a seed in here. Did I just like save? Cool. I don't have any pink gomphrena seeds. I love that I took out the... Love that we also don't have any white gomphrena. What am I doing with my life? So all we have is gomphrena adjacent flower, which the seed I cannot tell from the chaff. Are you the seed? Okay, I found the seeds. Never mind. Easy to find. Just had to know what I was looking for. Now I just have to find a bunch of them. This is fun. I know this is going to be really fun for you to watch, but I need to collect at least a couple of seeds. Maybe the seed is in the middle. It does look like a gomphrena, so I'm surprised that the seed is like a straw flower, not like a gomphrena. Is there an actual seed inside? No. Okay, so it is flaky. Ugh, I hate flaky seeds. You know, like zinnias? They have a flaky seed. Like, it makes me annoyed to plant them because I can't tell the chaff from the seed. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's a seed. I'm pretty sure these are flaky, fluffy seeds. And that's annoying, but it is what it is. I also don't care that much because I'm going to grow them. So I will suffer through organizing the seeds. Okay, these for sure are seeds. I would like to get rid of some of the chaff right now if I could. So if you guys could just be patient while I grab some individual seeds out of this pile of chaff. Okay. Now that I know what I'm looking for, it is actually okay to find. I think I can probably like break up some of the chaff without ruining the seeds. Okay. Please hold. Okay, now I can see the seeds separating. No thanks, Beelzebub. No kiss, thank you. Some seeds, I just do not like them. And this variety of celosia or gomphrena, this is one of those types of seeds. You know what it's kind of like? A bachelor's button seed. Don't know if you've grown them before, but they're so annoying. The seeds are like, I always am worried they're gonna rot. They're like fluffy. I mean, I love watching them germinate. So if this is kind of like a bachelor's button seed, does that mean it wants to be surface sown? Probably. But we'll see. I'll probably try by surface sowing first, because it looks like something that would just fall on the ground. The birds are like, why are you picking through seeds? That's what we like to do. Can we come? Whenever you're in doubt, just plant the whole thing. I think that's pretty reasonable, Candace. Yeah, I used to do that with, at the farm I could do that, but whenever I do it here, if I plant with chaff, it always gets moldy when I try doing it inside. When I did it from outside, just scattered the seeds, it usually worked. Okay, do you think that's enough seeds? Probably. Okay, the rest of them I think I'm just going to throw outside in the spring, like without really thinking about it too much. Seed fell on me. Now those are organized. Okay, and that will be, what is that? Pink gomphrena adjacent flower. I didn't know what it was. I saw it in like a window box outside of a restaurant in the fall, and the flowers were already mostly dead, so I couldn't exactly tell what it was, but there were a few flowers left on the plant that were in rough shape, but I still could tell they were pretty. So I said, I will collect the seeds and start it myself next year because it looks like it was really pretty. So I'm calling it gomphrena adjacent flower, but I mean, it could be some variety of celosia, it could be a variety of amaranth. They're all kind of the same. Okay, so that's gonna go straight out, direct sew. Direct sew these. Okay, and then that's garbage. Status. We do want to start more status, and I think I have a good number of them. I have, excuse me, I have probably like 6 or 7 status seeds, so that's good. Let's write these ones in. Sorry, Pika. Gomphrena adjacent pink flower, and then apricot status, and then Chantilly snapdragons, Chantilly snapdragons. Okay, and then mammoth white pansy. Mammoth white pansy. And then perennials that we're starting are gladiolus corms. Gladiolus. When should I be starting my dahlias? Gladiolus corms. I have my dahlia tubers that I was gifted 2 of them. Or did I buy 2 of them, gifted 1? I either bought 1, gifted 2, or bought 2, gifted 1. Either way, the lovely lady Bianca sold me this one, this lifestyle dahlia tuber. And I'm nervous about it because I'm like, it's just sitting on my shelf. Should I be doing something with it? How do I keep it safe? Okay, gladiolus corms, pon dahlia seeds, pon. I don't like that name. Pon, not pom. Dahlia seeds. Okay, and then red echinacea. And Malva Mystic Mix. Malva Mystic Mix. Okay, so I think the Malva, since it's a perennial, I'll probably do 6 of them and then like plant 3 of them in one container together and then the other 3 throughout the garden, and then at the end of next season dig out those other 3 and put them into a pot with the other 3 that survived if I get all 6. I think that's probably my plan. So gladiolus corms, we have like 40 of them, so we're going to plant them. I don't know how we're going to plant them yet. Okay, and then I also have dahlias. What is the Fred F something? Fred Dahlia Lifestyle. And it has letters on it. My mom was so excited by these tubers when she bought some because she was like, did you know you can write with permanent marker on dahlias? And I was like, I didn't know that. She's like, neither did I. Okay, Frank Holmes, that's what it is. The other one, it's so pretty. Okay, so you know what I think I want to do? I think I want to have an idea of my color mix. Is that a crazy thing to organize right now? Like this page is going to be me organizing by who needs to get planted first. Like this is round 1. What did you think was going to happen when you lean on stuff? Round 1, week of February 18th. That's our first round of planting, which is great. But I think I also want to have an organization around the colors. If all the colors will be represented, I'd like to write down, I would like to see what my color organization is right now, because this year I didn't organize my seeds by pink. Generally, I do want mostly pink in my garden, but this year I opened up the color options and I have like red and purple and blue, no orange because I'm not crazy, but like lots of other stuff is happening in the garden this year that isn't typical for my gardens. So I think that might be a good idea, so that I know I have every color represented equally, or with mostly pink. I want to know that I have mostly pink flowers is the truth. Is that wild? No, that's not crazy. Did I write Chantilly Snapdragons? I think I did. Okay, let's first decide on how many we're going to need of each. I think we already said we're going to do 6 in each because I have enough varieties this year that I can afford to have 6 of each. That being said, there's some plants that I just want more than 6 of, like that I know I want more than 6 of. Like, how many Chantilly Snapdragons are there? I would take 24 of them in my garden if I could. So, like, some things are going to have more than 6, but some things are going to have less than 6, I suppose. Can you just relax and let me into this envelope? Like, we're not trying to steal the independence, the Declaration of Independence. I'm just trying to open my own envelope of seeds here. Okay. What have we... Don't... Okay. Oh my god, I just about lost my mind in there. I just had a moment of white hot rage thinking that this envelope was empty. They were just all at the bottom corner. Okay, there's like 100 seeds in here. They're the tiniest seeds in the world, but there's like 100. Oh, I also have petunias here and or snapdragons. They may be petunias, they may be snapdragons. I'm gonna put them as petunias because I think they're white petunias. Petunias, white. So, if we go like this, we could do red. How many colors are there? 7? I don't even need orange in there, do I? Because I don't have any orange on purpose. So red, and then I'll leave enough space. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink, purple, white. So 8. But orange is not going to need a lot of space. So red, orange, yellow. Yellow's going to have quite a few. Green, I guess that will be like just things that have leaves, I guess. Green. I don't think there's anything that only has leaves in my garden. I think everything is plants. Red, orange, yellow. There's almost no blue as far as I know, but we'll put it. Blue, purple, and then white. And then, of course, the biggest amount of space dedicated to pink. I think that's good. So let's start with just what's here as a beginning. You know what? Maybe I'll add to this every week that I do new seeds. So by the end of my seed starting, as opposed to getting the binder out right now. Right now, what I'll do is my 2 writing down of the seeds as I start them will be, I'll write them down in here, and then I'll write them down in here. So red flowers I have is red echinacea, and then I also have gladiolus corms. What are they? Okay, well, pink I have apricot status. Beautiful. I have gomphrena adjacent flower. Gomphrena. I'm just gonna put gomphrena. Celosia spicata flamingo. Celosia spicata salmon. Okay, that's good, that's good. Okay, coleus, I feel like that, I guess, could go in, like, green. Green I'm gonna put with leaves. Not leaves, leaves. Okay, and then so that will be coleus, assorted, and, what was the other coleus? French quarter. Coleus, although I would call that pink. French quarter. All right, so white, we have the mammoth pansy. And then what else do we have in white right here? I thought we had another white thing. Oh, it was the white celosia, but it got removed. And then we have random celosia. Unclear what it will involve, so I'm gonna assume that it's in red. Celosia, coxcomb, red and I guess yellow or red and orange. I'm trying to think. Celosia coxcomb, that seems like red and orange. Celosia coxcomb. Oh, and then malva. I'll put that under purple and blue. Malva. And then, yeah, I'll just add to this, right? As we add things. That way I don't have to work like extra brain power into writing all these down. Oh, dahlia is probably multiple colors, isn't it? The pom-pom dahlia, but I'll put it under pink. Pom-pom dahlia, and then gladiolus. And then orange, I'll put gladiolus under that too. Eolus. And then under yellow, because I don't know what colors I have. Eolus. And then lifestyle dahlia. And Frank Holmes dahlia. I am really Dahlia. Wow, my brain shut off. Is there some world happening? What's going on? Maybe YouTube is down in other countries. I mean, maybe. It is very quiet this morning. There is nobody here. So either YouTube changed some settings, or maybe they're still down in other countries. Oh, sweet baby. Hi. Hi. Don't you tell me to come here. You're the one who should come here. Okay, so that's good. We have our first list ready. Oh, the Chantilly Snapdragons come in lots of colors. So I'm going to do Chantilly Shush Snap in orange and yellow. Chantilly Snap, and then also in pink. Chantilly. They didn't come out in purple or blue. Snap. Did I get any white ones? I think I might have gotten a white one last year. So let's put it in there as a possibility. Chantilly Snap. Yeah, I don't think I got any red or purple. Can you stop with the yelling? I'm busy. I'm busy, Beelzebub. I'm doing stuff. Don't you understand? I've got stuff to do. Okay, so these are the first seeds of the year that we're gonna be starting. I do need to figure out the dahlia situation. Where in the world is that large mug that I like to put seeds in? It's being used as a plant pot, so I need to find another spot for these seeds. That will be safe and good. Found one. Another pot, another mug or something rather, for my seeds that need to get planted to go in so that they stay in the foreground of my brain. Okay, so let me think. Hello. You see what Miss Peekaboo did?
Nothing much.
Just the usual. Just knocking stuff down. Just give me a sec to put these pots away. I'm not going to be using these pots. I'm still here. Don't panic. How about you, birds? Would you like one of these pots? This is the perfect textured cardboard for you. You want one? Oops. Hold on a sec. Let me get you one. Yeah, I'm getting it for you. I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna attach it to your cage so that you can chew on it over here. Oh my god, you're so bananas sometimes. Your drama is a little bit much. Oh, corms. 2 more corms. Very good. Okay. Grabbing a snack. Oh, I'm gonna fill my coffee. Good call, Candace. All right. Coffee refill time. And then we can talk again. Hey. The heck is that about, Beelzebub? Mr. Gary? What do you think you're doing? I'll show you my most recent paintings as well. They're not very good. Unfortunately, I tried to paint something with you in mind, Candace, and it went very poorly. It did not go great. I tried though, so I'm going to show it to you when you come back. Don't rush. But I did try to paint something, and I did actively, with you in mind, I went, I'm going to figure this fish out. She's going to love it. And then I finished, and I was like, this looks like a children's book art. Very not accurate at all. Okay, Peekaboo, what are we going to do today? We finished knitting both dresses. I can't plant the seeds because I do not have the grow lights set up yet. And I haven't soaked the potting mix. I like to soak the mix in a tote so that it starts wet. But also, look at my oxalis bloomed. A happy little purple flower. There's the red one in there, but happy. Look at how happy it is once it gets nice sunlight. The leaves get so beautiful. This is how you know spring is coming back. When the oxalis comes back with a vengeance. Ugh. Okay, so yesterday also, maybe I can draw while we talk. Because if nobody's here, no offense, Candace, obviously you are somebody. I just mean if it's just us, you like when I paint, right? You like when I draw. So then I might as well. If nobody else is going to show up, it might as well just be what you and me like to do. So I'm going to draw something. What do you think we should draw, Peekaboo? What do you think, huh? Oh, I also made a new pattern yesterday and a new tutorial for, you guessed it, baby booties, crochet baby booties. These ones I did with a 3mm hook, and they're newborn sized, but with a 3mm hook. So it's like a way different number of stitches, and they're like a little bit more delicate, which I like. Love that for us. All right, what are we going to draw? What's the tea? What's the vibe? Oh, I also set up another angle that I think is going to be a lot of fun. It's from another angle, but I think Peekaboo is going to show up in it from where she sits. So let me just try and get it set up again. So, it goes like this. Good. And then, or is it supposed to go the other way? No, I think that's the right way. Okay, let me see if it looks good. What angle you're looking at. Okay, so not quite, but we're gonna get there. So let me just remove my, hold on. Everybody relax. Mikazador, hello. First time catching you live. Making a newborn sweater is how I found you. Baby booties are perfect next. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you for making me feel awesome. And also thank you for telling me that the tutorial worked for you. I love when I find out from you guys that the tutorial was actually good. 'Cause I still never really know. Okay, so... No, this is the one I want. Good. Shrink you down. This is angle number 2. Okay, you don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. Now you need to go up to that zone. This is our Pika cam. Don't you think it's a good idea to have a Pika cam? 'Cause I do. And then I can come a little closer here. Where do you think you're going now? Right when I set up the Pika cam? Okay, so this is this. Yeah, looks good. Everybody's loving it. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And then I can come like this. Gorgeous. Keeping it classy. Okay. And then I could take this one and I can, hold on. Okay. Okay, so if this can be seen from here and here, give me an idea of where my angle is. Okay, so then that's there. Beauty. Good. Everything's cool. Then I can crop a little. Funny thing, I bullet journal, garden planning, and I love the kitty can. Wow, kitty cam. Jesus Murphy. Okay, I'm glad you like the kitty cam because Peekaboo is, in fact, I would argue, one of the cutest kitty cats in the world. I so far haven't met one that just is quite as cute as her. Okay, so if this is my area for coloring and drawing and painting, and that's my area for Peekaboo. So it's not a really good angle now that I'm looking at it, is it? Will you be able to see what's happening up here? What do you think? Doable? Probably doable, right? Okay. So the angle's a bit weird, but at least you can see what I'm thinking, right? But you have to help me figure out what we're going to draw also. You can't just come in here and expect me to just know what to draw all the time, you know? That would be wild. All right. So, Candace, are you back yet? What should I draw, Alex?
I don't know, but Pika's climbing the shelves.
What shelves?
Stupid.
What do you mean climbing them?
Which part?
Can you make her not?
I tried.
Okay, good. I thought you just... What was she trying to climb? Like get up high on them? She'll pull the whole thing down if she gets on it. It's not secured to the wall. Cool. Great. All right. Let me just have a quick think. I mean, I could try again on the fish. It went so poorly. So first I painted another brick wall because, don't know if you knew this, painting a brick wall, really a lot of fun. Painting a brick wall, this looks like I painted all the same thing, but I painted each brick a different color. Like I mixed in different amounts of red, different amounts of yellow, different amounts of like blue in all these different bricks. And then I did the same colors for the shadows. So like every single brick is a different color, but every single brick has like a gray shadow on this side or a blue shadow on this side. Like it's all the same in terms of how I did the shadows, but the bricks themselves are all different. But if you just look at it, it just looks like a brick wall. I love it. It was a lot of fun to paint. I guess like rocks are. What do you like to draw? I don't know. I don't feel confident in anything. Okay, so this was this is what I tried, Candace. This was what I tried to do. I tried to paint guppies. Oops. Where are you? I'm confused. Okay, there. I tried to paint guppies. It went, I mean, this is how it went. I tried. I think I did okay with the colors of this one. But none of the faces turned out right. They all look silly as opposed to like actual fish. Like some of them though, I think I learned good stuff from. Like some of the little bits of things I learned were helpful. But like this is the only fish that I think, this one right here is the only one I think looks kind of okay. All the rest of them are kind of like very, very cartoony, and I'm not into it. But I want Candace to see them because Candace has guppies. And so I want her to see that I tried. Oh, it's hard to do this flipped and reverse. Like what is even happening? Here, I'm trying to like make it as perfect as a flat shot. Okay, can you not make this difficult for me? There. There's my guppy painting. Wow, that took so much effort for me. There, now I have a thumbnail. Now I have a thumbnail. Now I have a thumbnail. Thank you so much for coming to my help me select a thumbnail day. What to paint? That's the real question. That one looks pregnant. Well, they all look wrong. Let's just be honest with ourselves. None of them turned out quite right. By the way, did you see my new tutorial video that came out yesterday? I put out a new video. Candace and I were in the chat, and I put out a new video on a knitted and crocheted baby doll dress, and it turned out really good. The video turned out really cute, and the actual dress turned out really cute. So if you didn't see it yet, I really do hope that you'll check it out, and if you already saw it, thank you for watching it, but I think it's going to be a good one. Oh, also, I want to show you something cute. My sister found 2 pictures of me. I might have shown you these at another time, but my sister found 2 pictures of me as a little kid, and this is what I looked like as a baby. Okay, hold on. Look at that. friggin' face. Are you kidding me? That's a very cute little child. I was a very cute little kid. At this time. Whatever this age is. This is, oops. Whatever this age is, this was my optimum age. Because, oh my god, look at how cute that little baby was. Oh, with her little chubby cheeks. She didn't even know anything yet. With her little white blonde hairs. That dress, by the way. And the hat. Sewn by my grandma. See this dress? Hold on, there's my face. See the cute little dress? I love it. So sweet. Look at my cute little stupid chubby face. Oh, she's a cutie, that little one. Anyway, that's me as a little one, and that's also me as a little one, and I was effing cute. That could be a fun thing to try and paint. For what purpose? Just to learn how to paint babies? Why would I need this drawing? No, I'm not drawing a picture of myself. That's weird. I'm not that artist. Oi! Okay, no, that will be next. It's a little girl who I'm making it for. Maybe a flower or leaves then, since you're in the gardening headspace. That's not a bad idea. I just always feel like leaves, garden stuff, it never looks real when I paint it. You gonna lie down here with us? Nice to see you, honey. Okay, let me see if I can just give a little bit of a tilt here for the Pika cam. Oh, all right. Turned off for some reason. We love that for her. Where did you go? Ta-da! Have you gone sideways yet? Yes, you did. Okay. What about a sunrise with the rooster on the fence crowing? Okay. I don't know why sometimes coming up with an idea of what to draw is very difficult, and sometimes it just comes very naturally. Today is one of the days when it's difficult. Good girl. Yes, you're very, very regal. You're a fat, regal baby. Okay, I want to draw something with a curve. Something with a curve, apparently. I just want to draw a circle. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to follow whatever my hand wants to do, because sometimes my drawings don't want a brain involved, and that's what I feel like I might be feeling like right now, is like, we're going to draw just to draw. And we'll start with a circle. Beaut. Hey there, Penelope. Isn't she the best? She's a beaut. What, Beelzebub? What? What, Toby? What's wrong? Butterfly or a beautiful moth. I could try again. I feel like a moth would give me better luck than a butterfly. So let's just, okay, peekaboo. I'm like very obviously using my hands right now. It's like very obvious. So first, let's say wingtip to wingtip. We want our butterfly to cross over our little moon. So that'll be our wingtip to wingtip. And then our butterfly's shape will kind of come down like that. Or our moth. I like the idea of a moth. That was a good call. And now I need the moon to be bigger so that the butterfly can be covering the moon more. Because moths are out at night. I mean, not all moths are out at night, right? There's daytime moths. Okay, so there's our moon. Where's our halfway mark on our little butterfly here? There's our halfway mark. What does a moth look like? Does the head stick out much? Not really. Just a little. But it's a fluffy head. And what's the ratio? Pretty small body compared to comparatively large. And then we need antennas. And the antennas are ruffly. Super fluffy. Sorry that you can't really see what I'm working on. I'll do it in pen after. And then we have our first wing. I think I need to look up a picture of a moth. The moth that's in my head is a made-up version of a Luna moth. Like, it's not a real Luna moth. It's just like what my brain believes a Luna moth wants to look like. Okay, I'm gonna find the one that lives where I live. To see for shape and color. So much energy to get to a picture of a moth, bro. Okay. That's good, though. I have a picture for a moth now. I'm so sorry about my sniffles. I know it's, like, disgusting to listen to, but it's just the way you have to be right now, okay? Alrighty. You can go down here, little twitch window. And moth, you can go over here. Maybe right here. So you're still locatable. Good. Hi, how are we? We are good. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so his mothy back does show. And it's fluffy. Like a little round shape. And then out of the bottom sort of zone, we go straight down. And then we start a nice curve. Then we come up, and then we come back out. And then you come up, and then you come back down. Like that. And we'll do the same thing. Straight. Nice curve. Curve in. Curve out. And up. And straight. There. We got a nice little wing shape for our top one. And our bottom one is much more round. feel like it comes out farther than that, doesn't it? Okay. All right, so there's our general shape. What seeds are we talking here? You missed the chat already. It's 10:30. We talked about seeds for like an hour. We are going to be starting a bunch of things that are 10 weeks in advance right now because we're just about 10 weeks out. Technically, we're 11 and a half weeks out from our last frost date, but like sometimes the last frost date's early, and if it's early, I want to be ready. I'd rather be earlier than late. So I'm starting them this week. I just have to bring the grow light up, which I still haven't done. But I did make room for it, so that's a step. The ones we are doing this week include Chantilly Snapdragons, Red Echinacea, Malva, some perennial version of Malva, and a few Celosias. Celosia spicata flamingo, Celosia spicata salmon, and also a Celosia adjacent sort of flower that I like. Oh, and then also Celosia coxcomb and Celosia pumila, but the coxcomb and pumila I don't know the colors, which makes me a little nervous, but it's gonna be okay. Do your legs show? Not really. Not when you're in the fluffy flight. You don't see it. I am indeed late. It's okay. You are forgiven. Okay, so here's our super like rough outline of a moth. Now I'm going to try and put some of the lines that I can see on the moth that I'm looking at, which is maybe not going to work, but it might. Okay, so first we have that sort of broad, that band up at the top that kind of holds the wing firm. If you've ever caught a dead butterfly, there's like, this is the bone. It's not a bone, but that's what I feel like it is. And then from the bone, at the tip of the wing, about here, we start coming down, and about here, we start coming down. And then we do the same thing a little farther. Good. How about these guys? These ones come from like right there. All right, one there, one there. Okay. Not perfect, but that's all right. We're mostly going to be erasing these lines anyway. Now let's make sure we have the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll do it. That's probably why we have too many. How many are on you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, cool. I was right, sort of. Which means we can do you like this, and then you like that. Beautiful. Look at that nice kitty, though. Does she like a kiss on the head? Big does. Little tolerates it. Peekaboo would love any... Look at her head is in the shot. I didn't even see that. Peekaboo, as you can see, is demanding any attention she can get. So kisses on the head are definitely an accepted form of affection. Okay? Yeah, she's a good girl. Okay, so there's our first. That's the one thing I don't like about your hair, baby girl. It gets all up on me. Okay, and then this kind of comes like this. And then that one goes like that. And then these bottom ones have something like that on them. I don't like the feeling of cat hair on me. And there's that line, and then there's this line. Aw, so sweet. She is the sweetest. And just the fattest. Okay, and then these eyeballs have a black outline. And they have a white highlight. They literally even have the white highlight to make them look like eyeballs. Moths are so cool. I mean, I guess butterflies too. I'm just... Moths. I feel like moths were doing it first, don't you think? Okay, and then there's little baby eyeballs on the top. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those little eyeballs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are a little bit more simple. And then there's also, this line goes this way. These lines go the opposite way. Okay, and then these ones will go the opposite, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. Okay. Good. Lovely. Any other lines? Yes, there's also a line that goes like that. Okay, so now I want to do it in, I think, like black ink, like black archival ink. I do have a permanent marker. How thick is it though? Ooh, I think this could work. I know it will kind of remove the parts of the watercolor that make it very, you know, watery, but I think it'll still be a good idea. Right? Or is it a stupid idea to outline in black? I wish I had a gray. I do! Stop it. I do have a gray marker. Hold on. Perfect. Does coffee and or Adderall make your hands shake? I mean, yeah. I found that if I want to paint, I have to forego them, which is annoying. I just incorporate the jitter into the artwork. Okay, so I've got a gray pen, or a gray marker. And what is this? Fine tip marker. Are you a watercolor? No information. We love that. It's probably going to be great. Okay, so first I'm going to be erasing my other lines after. That's why I'm excited to do the gray marker. So I can do whatever I want in pencil line before doing the marker. Okay, and the marker has, actually the antenna's orange. Is that crazy? To do some of my line work in the colors. You know, it's not a bad idea. Maybe actually it's not a bad idea to do the whole thing in a pale color. That could work too. I'm feeling like all kinds of brilliant. Okay, so let's do our generic outlines, right? And then this is like all fluffy. So I'm just going to do lines for hair. And these hair lines are not going to be the color of the hair. They're basically shadows. We will attach color to it when we do a painting. How about the head? Is the head fluffy? No, the head is not fluffy. Kind of cuts off and then becomes the butterfly head. Okay. This is exciting. I forgot about these markers, Anna. Thank you for these markers. These were a Christmas present from Alex's sister. And it is finally, I found what I want to do with them. Okay, so I'm adding a bunch of hairs on this first, and then I'm gonna go in, what shape are they? They come up. I'm gonna do the little antenna lines. Okay, so now we got our antennas done. And then we can, so sometimes also if I'm doing watercolor, even if I'm not jittery, I will make my line jittery so that it doesn't look like a pen line. So like if you look at this up close, you can see the line isn't straight. It's like intentionally, hold on. You see it's like intentionally jittery. It's like just, it's not meant to be a straight line. It makes it so that when I end up painting, it doesn't like detract. You won't see it so much. It also just lets it be like a guideline for me instead of like a harsh line on the painting. Okay, and then I feel like the lines there don't need to be drawn in. Oh, I'm obsessed with this marker right now. It's going to make this job super cool. Okay. This part of the wing is also hairy and fluffy. The bottom wing, so we have to add fluff on that. And then these are pretty cleanly outlined, I feel like, with a dark color. So I feel okay about doing that in the pen. Okay. And our bottom wings. Okay. Again, I did another wobbly straight line on purpose. Posted on Discord what I've been working on. Are you still able to switch over, or does it piss off the internet gods? Would love to know what you think. No, I can use Discord again. My computer has stopped being angry about Discord. Thank goodness. So let me just jump into Discord here for a sec. Hi. Oh, wow. You were so good at drawing. Oh, thanks. Doing my best. Trying my hardest. Oh, sorry, Chaz. Nice to see you. I didn't see you chatting in there. Oh, a moth. I've had you on mute since I'm at work, but I've been lurking. I saw time to start seeds, and I was like, ooh, another plant girly. Then I saw your plants and your drawing, and I was like, oh yeah, a cozy stream. I'm going to hang here in lurker mode until break. Oh, awesome. Well, welcome, Chaz. Sorry that you have to work today. Not the best, but happy that you're here. And also, yes, I did talk about seeds at the beginning of my stream today. If you want to watch the beginning, you go on YouTube. I know you're in Twitch, but it's on YouTube, like as a live stream, and then it's also available there after the fact. Cool, my computer actually can't open Discord. It's taking a sweet amount of time. Anyway, yeah, I live stream on YouTube and Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. If you even got to hear that with all of the choppiness, apologies. I'm trying to open another website. And my computer is from 1999 apparently and cannot handle it. I'm really mean to this computer. If it was like sentient, I'd be in trouble. So anyway, where am I looking? I am looking in pets and animals. Where am I looking? Slinky. What are you working on? Show me the evidence. Aw, Melanie's online. Hi, Melanie. Miss ya. Oh, yeah. Oh, Melissa, introducing Persephone, aka Percy, aka Sephi, aka Girly. Melissa, she's a beautiful cat. If you want to participate in our Discord, or if you want me to send you seeds, please feel free to join my Patreon or YouTube memberships. Hold on, it's in live. Thank you. Yes, join my Discord or join my Patreon or my YouTube memberships, and then you can join the Discord. And when you join the Discord, you can post stuff that you're looking at and all that. And oh, Slinky, those pots. They're so pretty. Oh my god, I love that one. That's like dots with dots on it. Let's see if I can open this for you. See if I can get in here. See if the computer can take it. Everybody just take a deep breath. Anyway, if you want me to send you seeds next week, I'm going to be sending out seeds for everybody who wants them next week. So if you would also like to have seeds sent to you, just join my Discord and let me know what you want. There's lots of information in the Discord. Beautiful pots. I like this design. The flower's pretty too. I'm just saying I like the way the pots are. I'm going to lose my friggin' mind if my nose doesn't stop running. I'm not sick anymore. Me Cazador. Hello. Yes, I have Discord as well. Discord is like where our private community is, and we share. Well, I send seeds to you guys every spring, like in February, March. I've sent seeds out to those people for the last 6 years, and I love doing it, and it makes me very happy. So if you would like to have garden seeds sent to you, join one of those communities, and then you'll get sent a link, and then I'll just ask you for your address so that I can send it to you. And there's no charge for that. Obviously, I just send them out to you. The charge is the joining of a Discord or joining of a Patreon. Discord is not charged. The Patreon is charged. Anyway, if you want to, feel free. And totally, if you don't want to, zero pressure from me. Okay, I think that's all the lines, and then I'll just do like a vague outline of this moon. Don't you like the word vague? I like using it at the time when it's not usually used. A vague outline. I guess that's still proper. Okay, now I've got that done. I'm gonna go absolutely crazy. There is cat hair all over me. Where is my eraser? I saw it this morning. Where have you gone? Oh, there you are. Yay, thank you. Yeah, you are a talented artist, Slinky. Were they pots that you threw, or are you just painting and selling? Not that painting and selling is not cool and fun and creative. I'm just asking. Because maybe you also threw them because, you know, the artsy fartsy people of the world, they aren't doing just one thing, are we? We're doing like 11 things. 11 things. We're just doing every craft. It's literally seed starting time, and I'm drawing a moth so that I can watercolor paint a moth. I have to start hundreds of seeds. Like many seeds are going to be started. Just terracotta pots. Well, cool. That's awesome. Did your plant lady say that you could sell them at the flower farm? Okay. Cool. Okay, so there's my moth. Feel like that's all the lines I'm gonna need. Do you want to paint? Is it crazy to want to paint right now? I mean, I know it's not crazy to want to paint, but you know what I mean? Should I paint? Or should we do something productive? What even is productive? What is real life? You know what's real life? Painting when you feel like it. And right now, I feel like it. And I did all of my other stuff. I went through my seeds. That was what I wanted to do. And I picked out the seeds that have to get started this week. I did that. If you came here to look at seed starting, you're late, and that is why it's not here. It was here. Go back to the beginning of the stream. But if you're here, do that later. Hang out with us now and do some watercoloring with me. They're for the flower show at the end of March. That she's putting on. Oh, that's wonderful. Pete, my previous comment too. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. There's no jitter allowed in what I'm doing. Makes it not look good. Oh, I see. Because what you're doing is the dots. Did I miss anything else? No. Yeah, that makes sense why there's no jittering allowed in what you're doing. Because you're doing dots. Too much to think about to do to have shaky hands for that part. Okay, let me just get my water and my paint palette and my paint brushes. I don't actually think I need paint today because I think my palette is like full of enough color. I don't think I'll need any additional paint. But let me just go fill this with water. I'll be right back. Toby, do you need to go outside? Toby, come on, outside. I'm doing something so you can come here. Come on, out. Toby. Oh my gosh, that's why you don't want to go. It's fully rated. All right, never mind. You don't have to. Alrighty then. It's like a full-on rainy day. And I had no idea. I just was not paying attention to the weather or like warnings about the weather or anything, apparently for a long time, but that's okay. Okay, let me see if I can find a way to get you guys in a little bit of better angle, okay? So just hang out for a sec while I set this up. Yeah. It might work. What I'm thinking might work. So remove 2. Then I could plant you down here. Nope, I literally could not do it. It's so annoying. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna figure it out, and you guys are gonna watch, and you're gonna be able to see exactly what I'm working on. All right? I'm doing this for you. I'm doing it for us. You're sideways. What do you mean? There we go. Beauty. All right, sounds good. Took you on a walk in the snow. I'm happy about the rain. I'll say that. We are about to get just the end of winter. So I'm totally fine with... Come on. Sorry, I can't think and talk at the same time, apparently. Come on, turn sideways. Thank you. Okay. A little bit more that way. Good. Now you're at least pointing in the right direction. Okay, then we can come towards the table. Then we can come up more. Is that it? You feel like you should go farther. Well, you don't, so that's just awesome. Okay. I promise this is super worth it. What's happening right now is totally worth it. Worth the wait. Okay, so there's me. And now I need to move it this way so that I can still be seen. All right, and there's our painting. All right, everything good. All is well, okay? So if this is me painting, then I'll put this a little bit down here, have my palette just over here, and then I need a paintbrush. Gorgeous! And then I have my little paper towel for drying off my brush. It's freezing rain, duh, Laura. Oh, great, I have to drive later, so I love that it's freezing rain. Maybe I'll just walk, it's not far. Okay, so my significant other says I'm an octopus of hobbies. That's a cute name for it. Hi friends, I'm unemployed again. Lol, it's okay. So I can spend more time with you guys. I'm unemployed again. It's okay. I'm sorry you're unemployed again. I'm happy that it's okay that you're unemployed again, but I'm sorry, that sucks. It's not funny, is it? It's serious. All right, so I am doing this moth that's kind of like pinkish, but the background color of it, like the undertones of it, are kind of like a beige. So I'm going to start with that, I think. Before I go in with any details, I'm just going to... Is the entire upper wing like that? I feel like yes. How about the eye? We'll leave the eye blank. But like these areas are all kind of this pinky beige. And lucky for me, the last painting I did had lots and lots of pinky beige. Just the entire thing, the whole thing is going to be the same. The undercolor of it anyway. I could honestly get a bigger brush for this part because there is quite a lot in the same color, but that's all right. Ooh, the gray marker is bleeding. But it's okay because I'm doing watercolor, so that's actually going to work really well with the plan. It's actually all part of the plan. It's all going according to plan. Okay. Let's see. Makes my hands terrible when I do so. I do it mostly in the afternoons or at night. Morning only straight lines. Mornings are for straight lines, and afternoons are for Adderall jittery lines. Not in this house. In this house, the jittery lines are an all-day thing. We are a jittery people. In addition to taking Adderall, I don't take Adderall, I take Concerta, but in addition to taking a stimulant-based attention medication, I also drink coffee. So even if I wasn't having the Adderall, I would be getting the jitters because coffee. I'm drinking the Delulu lemonade. So we good. Trying to stay happy and knowing the universe has plans. Totally. You are safe, healthy, and loved, Melanie. And not homeless. Not that being homeless takes away any of your value as human. I just mean you're not struggling as hard as you could be struggling in an alternate universe. So I totally agree with being Delulu about it. If you're not in danger, don't let your nervous system tell you that you are. That's disrespectful of your immune system. Why is your hormones saying that I'm being chased by a lion when really I'm just not working at the store anymore, you know? So I 100% agree with the Delulu decision. Delulu all the way. Okay. Oh, you probably can't see what I'm doing. I'm planning on attempting paint acrylic. My cat using a grid. Smart. I have no idea what I'm doing. A grid is a great way to start. If you have never painted anything before and you're like, I don't know how to just make something look like something else, a grid is the perfect way to practice. And not even practice. That can be always how you do it from then on. And what that means for those of you who are not imagining the words I say, for those of you that don't have a picture in your head, which that's also a crime, but it's not that's a different problem. A grid, if you make a grid over top of the picture that you're trying to draw, like take a picture. If you could have a physical picture, it would be easier, but you can draw a grid over top of the physical picture, and then as you copy it, you just look at each square in the grid. So then you're like, this is only one line to think about. This piece of the grid, oh, that's only one line to think about. And then when you look at the whole picture after, it's easier to like connect all your lines and make it work nice. It's good vibes. I'm not there anymore. It feels like the right place. I missed something, Slinky. What did I miss? I'm planning on attempting to paint. Oh, Melissa was saying the paint using a grid. Good idea, Melissa. Melanie, if anything, this job has absolutely ruined my health. I had to start taking blood pressure meds. I'm 26. Yeah, Melanie, good idea. It's good vibes. I'm not there anymore. It feels like the right plan. Good. It might be nice. I might be nice to myself and focus on repotting seedlings instead of trying to paint. Because sometimes you have to drink it in and wait for the next thing. Also time for craftiness or other hobbies. Absolutely. Okay, now the bottom half of this butterfly that I'm doing has kind of like a more burnt orange tone to it. It's a little less beige. It's a little more burnt orange. So I'm going to do that part next, which is all of this. It has other colors going on too, but this burnt orange is like, I would say, the dominant shade of this background area. Don't you love a moth? Who doesn't love a moth? You know the moths I don't love? Friggin' cloth moths. Those things can become extinct. Always. I hate cloth moths more than I hate mosquitoes. You can avoid mosquitoes. Cloth moths sneak into your home and eat your things. So they have no redeeming qualities. The only redeeming quality is they are very easy to kill as individuals. Like they have no, if you even bump into them, they are gonna die. They're like a very delicate moth. That's the only bright side to cloth moths. Nothing else about them is good. God, I hate cloth moths. Should have added a caveat. I use grid or dot paper for all things. I love grid and dot paper. Also cute little rulers everywhere in journals. I'm literally, I just want you to know you have found a kindred spirit here. You are welcome to stay here because that's so funny. I bought a pack of 20 rulers because I'm always using a ruler just to make grids and to just, you need a ruler, okay? You need a ruler. Sometimes everything needs a border. So I have rulers everywhere. In addition to having grid and dot paper, I 100% understand where you're coming from. Your opinion is valid. You're not wrong is what I'm trying to tell you. Grid and dot paper is where it's at, part 1. And part 2, rulers are an important part of any crafter's craft space. If you do not have multiple clear rulers in your space, how are you getting by? That's a question I have for you. How are you managing with not multiple rulers? I just saw one yesterday. I hate them so much. You saw what? Yes, you guys get it. Melanie, I need to get back to me before I can devote that time to anyone else. Sure. Just saw one yesterday. I hate them so much. Oh, a cloth moth? Yes, kill them, burn them. I buy this awesome indigenous made cedar incense and it always chased them with it like a monster. I would love to know your source for that, Melanie. That sounds lovely. Cedar incense. I do love an incense. And the place that the cloth moths proliferate in my home is very far away from the birds. I can't burn anything with the birds around because their delicate little bird lungs cannot handle just the trauma that incense would bestow upon them. So I can't really do that. I should send you some. Or you can just let me know your source and I can buy some. I am totally comfortable buying things. I'm a weirdo about buying things. What are you even talking about? I want to be a normal person. I'm okay with buying little things. I get really weird about spending a whole bunch of money on things. Like, if it passes $500, it takes me so much energy to be okay with it, even though it's something we need, whatever it is. If it's $500, it's like, do we really need it? I don't want to spend $500. But if it's like $20, it's basically invisible, which is not good either. Okay. Getting somewhere. I'll send you a pic of the box. That'd be great. That would be super. Yes, because I'm sure if they are for sale where you are, they're for sale on the internet. The internet is here for us. All right. Well, at least we're here for each other. When the peekaboo, is that you? I heard a meow. Maybe it wasn't a meow. Maybe it was the children upstairs. Okay, this fuzzy part of the moth is like orange. I'm kind of out of orange. Can I make some? I have this yellowy color. I say yellowy because it's mixed with green on my palette. So it's a little bit of a greeny yellow. That should be good. I hated cloth moths, but current arch nemesis are stink bugs and ladybugs that infested old farmhouse we moved in. I bet you they're not ladybugs. I bet you they're those Japanese beetles. Ladybugs are beautiful, gentle creatures that would never do anything to offend, annoy, or bother us in any way. But those Japanese beetles that they brought in several years ago for the aphid crisis of 2005, I honestly am making that entire thing up. But they were definitely brought in for some aphid crisis. I just don't know when. Anyway, those damn things, the orangey red ones, they're not right. They're not the right ones. They make stinky, stinky smell on you if you hold them. Regular ladybugs would never do that. And they bite. Regular ladybugs would never do that. And they proliferate in a way that is disgusting. There's so many of them. And then they come into our homes, hibernate over the winter, and then they show up everywhere. I hate them. That's not a problem I have in the house I currently live, but as you can see, I have experienced that problem. Those orangey ladybugs deserve to die. Except they protected us from the aphid year, so I get it, but couldn't we just have our native ladybugs? Those ones are awful and ugly, and they stink, and they bite. And they outcompete our native species of ladybugs. Our lady beetles need aphids to eat. Excuse you. Okay. Don't forget. Oh, hold on. Shut up, birds as well. I've found my people. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have 2 conures somewhere back there. And a chihuahua sleeping on the couch. Yes, we are. Oh my God, those Asian beetle things. Yes, dead. They are the worst. Don't forget about the possum she released in her backyard in the city. Okay, Steve is not just a possum. Steve is a member of our family. She did her best. She's still around. I leave her snacks because I don't want her to freeze and die in the winter months. So I just make sure that she doesn't leave because I leave food for her. She lives in our garage, in the highest, farthest away from us most point in our garage, and she is welcome to stay there as many years as she wants. And then I'm going to be honest with you, when we move, there is a non-zero chance that I am going to catch her and bring her with us to our new location. It's not 100% chance that I will do this because it depends on Alex's opinion and on what the wildlife people think. But there is definitely a non-zero chance that Steve is going to live with us long term because Steve matters to me, and I have a very weird. Is Steve a she? Yeah, turns out Steve's a she. We found this out because Steve had babies. So at first, I just thought Steve had a girlfriend, and then I realized Steve is the one who lives in our garage. Steve has always lived in our garage. The babies came from our garage. The other possum, there is no other possum. Steve had babies. I love that your dad caught her and immediately called you. Yeah, my dad caught this possum and had it in a Rubbermaid tote with the lid on. He poked holes in the top of the Rubbermaid tote, and he said, "Can you come over here today?" And I said, "No, I'm not coming over here." And he said, "I have a possum here." And I was like, "What do you mean you have a possum here?" And he said, "This possum was trying to get into our chicken coop." So I put on gloves and I picked it up, I caught it, put it in a Rubbermaid tote. I wanted to know if you wanted to see it before I let it go. We're going to drive it out into the country and just let it go because we can't let it go on the property because it'll come back into the chicken coop. It was just like in the chicken coop. She wasn't like, she didn't hurt anybody. She was just stealing eggs. Anyway, so I said, "Yeah, I want to come see her." And we came and saw him. It was a him at the time. And then I said, "We'll go drive her out into the country, me and Alex." And then my dad said, "Okay, one less job for me to do." And then we loaded Steve up in the Rubbermaid tote in our car, and we began driving, looking for somewhere to let her go. And then I said to Alex, you know that possums live in the city, right?" They do. And they're like not a pest. They're actually our friends. I don't know if you knew that, Alex. And he said, he said this. And then I said, "Can't we just let him go in our backyard? Everything he needs to live will be there." And Alex said, "We're not driving home with this possum. Unless we're not bringing it inside." And I'm putting my foot down. And I said, "Of course not. We would never bring a possum inside. That's crazy." And he said, "Okay, then we can bring this possum home." And I said, "Perfect." And then we got home and I said, "Can we bring him inside?" And Alex said, "No." And I was like, "But it's freezing rain. It's so cold." And Alex said, "You said we were going to let him go in the backyard and he was going to live in the backyard and in the city of our neighborhood." And I said, "Yes, but it's freezing rain and he's going to be so cold." So Alex said he can stay in the garage. And I said, "Okay." So then I set up a water bowl and a food bowl filled with cat food, and I put the terrified possum on the ground in our garage in a corner. And the cat food was gone in the morning, and so was the possum. And then I put the cat food there again, and the cat food was gone, and put the possum I didn't see. And it was a while before we saw him again. But then we saw him again in the garage. Then we saw him again on the garage. And then we saw him again in the tree next to the garage. And he would just come around sometimes at night, just walk up. Like, we saw him on our cameras all the time because we have cameras in our backyard that are motion activated. And every time he walked by, which was all the time. And then after a while, 2 possums were walking around together. And we were like, "Oh my God, Steve got a girlfriend. That's so cute." And then there was only 1 possum. And then there were like 5 possums. There was a mom possum and a bunch of babies. And then we didn't see the other adult. And we thought Steve left. And we were like, did Steve give up his home to his wife? Nope, Steve was the wife. Steve is the wife. Okay, let me see. Mi Cazador. Ran my Googles. Lanternfly is the newest infestation. The ladybug, yes, not the ones of our youth. The new gross invasive ones, off shade color, and stink bugs are shield shaped and gray invasive terrors. Yeah, stink bugs are gross. They are shield shaped, aren't they? They would be cool if they were only outside. If they never wanted to come into my home, I would be like, that's a cool looking bug. But then instead they're like, let me into your home. I actually need to make a pink now. A purpley pink. So we'll get some blue and some red. Beautiful. That's a nice purpley pink. A little more red, I think. Oh, I just dipped in my coffee. Well, now my coffee is part of the watercolor. I have water right in front of me and I dipped it into my coffee. We dry off a little and then we can do these pink eyeballs. What's the outline? They have pink and then there's a white outline and then there's another pink outline. So pink number 1 goes first. Then a white outline, and then we need a darker pink. Gorgeous. Hello, having a tired day. Need to do data management, but ugh. Yeah, that sounds awful. Data management, no thanks. Not for me. Data management and probability. Ew. Remember school? Remember that time when school? Okay, so this is my like dark pink that I'm using as my outline. It's kind of like a maroony, sort of plummy. Here's where those shaky hands can cause you trouble. Yep, caused me trouble. See, I told you. Sid, I feel like we haven't crossed paths in forever, right? Well, I'm happy you're both here. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so there's those eyeballs there, and then we need, these eyeballs are like yellow. I just about dipped in my coffee again. Why, Laura? Why? Why? Okay, I'm literally right here, Laura. Hold your brain together. What are you doing? Okay. I was thinking Pikachu, Pokemon, but I heard Peekaboo. Both are cute. Her name is both. So you can call her either one, Peekaboo or Pikachu, because she is called both all the time. At least by us. You can call her whatever you want, though. Because she can't hear you. And she doesn't speak English. I mean, she does understand English, right, Pika? Peekaboo? Baby? Peekaboo? Can I have a headbutt? No, I can't have a headbutt. Still have buckets of links to pull off Discord, because hell if I'm going to give them my face. Yeah, that hasn't happened here yet. And Alex was like, have you had to do that yet? He asked me, and I was like, I had never even heard of the thing. And he was like, you might have to. I was like, super. We love when there's more work to do, just to use a normal thing that we've been using. Okay. And then I've got I feel like that's too wet there. It's better. Pinky. I feel like that's not pink enough or purple enough or something. My color looks off. Hi, baby. You mad that I'm not petting you at this exact moment? The answer is yes. Okay. And then this is kind of faded up here. Sorry, baby. You're in my spot, actually. So you should actually be the one who's sorry. Okay. And then there's another pink line up there. Extra water off. Okay. Looks good. I'm actually going to bring that down as my shadow. I think it'll make a good shadow tone. Alright. It's getting somewhere. I feel like we need more like grapey pink purple. more of a fuchsia. See if I can do it without getting any new paint out. It's kind of looking murky instead of like a nice clean purple or pink. Here, I think it might not work. See if I can get into the red a little deeper. Okay, maybe that'll work. Moth, yes. Oh, mouth looks great. Moth, thank you. I hadn't read it yet, but I got moth the second part as the first part, so it worked out. Co-worker said only an art nerd could find a way to turn boring reports into an art project. I was thinking Vika could turn boring reports. Are you doing fun reports? Fun reports. Are you doing boring reports? Okay, and then right underneath it. Okay, I need to flip it upside down. Keep my little lines straight. Okay, and this is another line. I have become obsessed with watercolors. Look how cute they look. Very mothy and great free-handed symmetry. Thank you. Hopefully we can just sort of maintain some symmetry. That would be nice. I do often not maintain symmetry, so let's try for this time, huh? What do you dancy dance about, huh? Oops, sorry, Pika. Bombed you right in the face. Okay, and then down here. Excuse you. Beelzebub. Okay, then these bottom parts need to be... Are they 2 lines? They are. This is not going to be pink enough. I am going to have to get more paint out. This is too, it's become too watered down or washed in. Like I mixed my paints. It's all muddled. Can't make a nice true tone. These bits are kind of pale. And I feel like if this was watered down a lot, maybe even a little yellow in it, get all the excess water off, and then I can just do some really pale little texture lines. Okay, and now my upper wings. This has a shadow. This does too. And then my little lines have some. I have to compile data and present results. I always find a way to show the data. Well, that's cool. Artsy fartsy. Also, this kitty's face is, her eyes are closed and she's using the edge of my paintbrush as a little face scratcher. Cutie girl. Is that the best spot for you? Okay, so next spot. I'm gonna need that back. God, these colors are so pretty. I like them too. Can you move your toes out of the way, baby girl? Can you? Thank you. Excuse me. Right there. That's okay. Okay, I need more like furriness around here. Beelzebub, what are you doing? You're getting Peekaboo's attention, so you must be doing something that is not allowed. Oh, no, she's not. She's doing what she's allowed to do. Okay, now the top of this wing has a cool tone to it, in my view. So I'm using blue. It's not blue. I'm aware. It's basically a pink moth, but I'm using blue for this part because it looks almost white on the actual moth, or like silvery. So I'm just going to use this. A little bit of blue for that. And then the head I'm going to do in the same blue. And then I think the eyes, we're probably going to do them black, even though they're probably not black. Okay, so I need a couple other colors for this. I need a dark, actually I can do the dark without getting black or anything out. I can use dark brown mixed with dark green mixed with dark blue. If you didn't know, in painting, you want to mostly avoid using the color black at all costs, because other colors mixed together will make a more natural black. So I have dark brown, which is, I think, is it burnt umber? No, it can't be burnt umber. Anyway, I have a dark brown, I have a blue, and I have a green. And I mixed them together, and that made this color, which is going to look black in comparison to like these natural tones. But technically, not black. Also, that's just the first layer, so relax if it doesn't look like a dark enough black. Don't touch my paint. Hey, get off my paint. It's a good moth, not a cloth moth. Yeah, screw cloth moths. We don't want any of those. They can all die. And the death that they die can be a really fiery one. I hate cloth moths so much. Okay, so even though butterflies look like flat, their wings are entirely covered in scales. So since I have the opportunity to put a lot of layers on a watercolor painting, I have this translucent black, and I'm going to just do kind of like pointillism, little dots on it, where I want the entire area to be black, so that there's kind of like a 3D, it's not 3D, but I'll do multiple layers of translucent black until it's opaque, but it'll build up slow enough that it has some nice qualities. All right, Peekaboo, what am I supposed to do with that tail? Girl, I can't pet you right now. We'll do the eyeballs as well. Okay, and then we can also use that to do a little bit of shadows of the furry body part. Go. She wants to help. She's a very helpful girl, this Peekaboo, with her tail and her butt just getting in the way. That's what she's all about. Okay, I do need to get a couple other paints. Don't worry. I have a full palette here that we can choose from. If you get watercolor paint on your tail, that's a you problem, Peekaboo. Pika, could you turn around? Could you come around here, please? Well, come here. Don't be mad, just turn around. You don't have to be mad. Yeah, exactly, Peekaboo. Give me a kiss. Okay, excuse me. No, don't touch my microphone. Back up. Back it up. Thank you. Oh, welcome. Welcome to the Discord. Welcome to the Patreon. Welcome to the memberships. If you haven't already received an invitation to our Discord, you will receive one shortly. Thank you. I love a good half pan palette. Half pan palette? I wish it was half pans. Or do you mean half pan like I've used half of it? Yeah, that's nice. I thought you meant I wish it had no... I don't want any of these paints. I only want these ones. Aw, you're so sweet, mi cazador. Yes, welcome. Welcome to the group. Welcome to our lovely community. Okay, I think I need something kind of fuchsia-y. So I think I'm going to grab the fuchsia that's in this palette as my like base that will mix in other stuff too. So I don't want it to be so bright, so I am going to mix in some of the brown that we were working with already so that it doesn't look freakish and completely unnatural. But this moth does have quite a lot of really beautiful like pinky bits to it. Like on the tip of its wing, it has like this fuchsia zone. And I just dipped in my coffee again. I need to put my coffee far away. Can't drink that anymore. Okay, then I'm gonna wet my brush so that it's just water. I'm gonna use the water to blend it because there's like this pink edge to their wings. So pretty. They're called half pans. You can get larger ones, but I like to get it in tubes and put them in the little squares. It's so satisfying. Oh my god, tubes of paint for watercolors? I didn't know about it. And then my little sister, Julia, I was at her house and she said, oh, I have paint for you. I have watercolors. I didn't realize they were watercolors and I have them. You can take them home with you today. And I said, that sounds wonderful. So I looked at them and they were in tubes, watercolors in tubes. And I squirted out a bunch on my palette. And let me tell you, I was in heaven. I just mixed on the palette. I want my paint to all be organized around a palette. That's what I want. I would like this paint to all be just like this, like piece, all the way around so that I just grab from, it was so nice. Watercolors in tubes. I'm on that now. I painted some stuff from watercolors in tubes and I enjoyed myself. That being said, this palette is also a lot of fun for me. Well, it looks like YouTube woke up, right, Candace? I know. We were at 11:40. That's when it wakes up. So annoying. Candace and I have been here since 9 o'clock going, where is everybody? What is going on here? Okay, now I'm going in with fuchsia again, but this time I'm going to do it on the bottom wing. And it goes kind of till about there. Again, I'll clear off my brush and give her a little blendy blend. Oh, I love moths, except for cloth moths, who I think should be extinct. Okay. Good fuchsia here. Blend that beauty out. Gorgelina. Okay, now all of these pink lines are actually fuchsia lines, but they're just really, really little fuchsia lines. So we're going to do fuchsia again. Let's see. Whoops, the sweater pattern I followed was well worth it and funny from 6 years ago. Well, thank you for following because of that, and also I'm glad you're here. It was so weird. Since I haven't been in a while, when I clicked on the live tab, it didn't show you at first like it usually does. I had to look up the channel. So there is something wrong with it. I thought so, because at the beginning of the stream, there was like just Alex and Candace in the chat. Everybody else just wasn't here. And we were like, what is happening? And why? And we couldn't figure it out. Okay, so here's me putting the fuchsia line on the bottom wing to brighten her up. Is it underneath or above? It's above. Fuchsia line. And then where's another fuchsia line? This one up here is also fuchsia. What a pretty moth. It's so like quietly pretty because it's brown, but it's like brown and then there's a bunch of pink and purple and fuchsia in it. You just can barely tell if you aren't looking for it. My dad found one of these for me one year. It was dead, but it was very pretty. I don't see... Achoo, bless you. What's wrong? What are you sneezing for? Since I was following and subbed Sunday night, your live was the first thing. I had to do a double take. It was the same sweater girl. Great work growing and evolving your YouTube. That's work. What is it? Achoo! Is there something I can help you with? Madam? You come here. What do you want? You come here. Okay, what is it? What do you want? What do you need? Do you want some treats? Yeah? You want some seeds? Will that make you feel better? Gary, don't you threaten me. I come over here with treats, and you immediately come over here with your growly voice. I don't friggin' think so, brah. What is happening? Why is this so dusty? Oh yeah, now you're happy, huh? Here, come on over here and get it. Troublemakers. What am I doing? No, I just lost Yarn Chicken. What a sad day. Kiwi started growling and I'm like, oh, Mayo must be here. Kiwi the cat. It's so pretty. I can't believe how quickly it came together. Excuse you, I gave you snacks and treats. Okay. Who else is involved in this thing? Can you focus, please, on this? Thank you. I feel like it's not very clear. Okay, where else do we... Excuse yourselves, please. Good morning, Laura and chat. Hey there, good morning, Jen. I am painting a moth. I forget what the moth type is, but it's cute. It's a cute moth. Actually, this needs to be more watered. Too opaque. We don't want it too opaque. That would be dumb. Okay, now these here had some, like, lines. What are you singing about, Beelzebub? What are you doing? Hmm? What are you doing? What's up with you? Okay. So these moths are weird because they're kind of furry which is weird, in my opinion, for a moth to be. But, you know, I'm not the boss of who makes moths. If I was, they would definitely look different. Are their faces furry too? I think their faces are also furry. I remember being like, it's so cute when we had one. A dead one, but it was still very cute. Beelzebub, my sweet, sweet little bird. You are causing trouble for no reason. Hi. What are you doing? Okay, I think we need more orange also in here, just in general. Sorry, Pika, I need the orange here. All moths are furry. Yeah, but I mean like more. It's like more furry. Like this moth is like, I remember being like, it's so furry. It's like a plush stuffed animal. Okay, so this has some orange, but I need to mix it into my brown because I can't use any bright colors on this project apparently. Only diluted mixed ones. Okay. There we go. I feel like this part's too dark for how light it is up here at the top. It isn't technically too dark. This moth is quite like light. Like, I think its whole body is going to be fluffy. I need like a beige. Like, how do I get beige? I feel like beige is just very, very pale orange, isn't it? Or very, very, very pale brown. Not a doctor. Sometimes I'm worried it's going to be too dark. And then I add water, and then it's so light you can't even see it. Case in point, this orange. Actually, it might work well for just adding some texture. I just feel like the beige is boring. I know the moth is beige, but I want there to be more going on. I want more than just some beige, all right? I want something glorious. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking back with you guys, making sure that I'm not missing anything. Okay, I also need to add some dark. I feel like I would call it dark purple, but I'm just gonna say dark. On the ends of the wings, on the side that has the pink, it goes directed in. Okay, cool. That's some stuff that's on this moth, and then we've got a couple other designs on here. Okay, and now these lines on the top wing, I feel like we have kind of a fluffy texture. How can I incorporate? I think I just need a slightly darker, like brown, but like a very watered down brown. And then I'll add a tiny bit of orange, dab off all of the excess, and start doing my texture. You never know if it's going to be too watered down. I never know. And probably some people know. International Delight made this creamer for their 40th anniversary, and it tastes like cake. It's not just the icing, actually the cake. It's really good. International Delight. Who do I use? We use, I don't know what brand ours is. It's white or cream colored. The powder stuff is what we use now. When we use creamer or milk or coffee cream or whatever, it always goes bad. I don't know what it is. Alex and I can never like finish a coffee creamer. So we went to the powdered kind because it can stay, it can keep longer. Okay, I'll show you up close so you can see how I'm trying to make it look fluffy. So it's not fluffy, but I'm trying to add some textures to make the fluff come up a bit more. The fluff factor. Okay, where's that color? There it is. Dab off the water. hope you guys are having a good week so far. I feel pretty good about the week so far. I've got a good amount of work done, which is good. Sometimes it's harder to work than other days, but I feel like I've been keeping it together. I filmed a whole tutorial yesterday, which is good, and today I'm going to edit next week's tutorial, I think, which is for a crocheted monstera leaf. So if you're interested in learning how to crochet a monstera leaf, you should check that out next week. And for this week, I put out a knit and crochet baby doll dress. You can put knit and crochet together in the same project. Yeah, you can. And if you didn't know that, you should check out my tutorial because I show you how. Let me see. That's smart with the powdered creamer. Sometimes I buy Tim's French vanilla powder and use it like creamer. That's smart. Maybe I did have to assemble the last car bed. What in the world? This week's going way better than last. That's good. I'm patiently waiting for the monstera leaf tutorial. Melissa, that'll be next week, and I think it looks like it's going to be more or less pretty easy. It's me just trying to believe that it's an easy tutorial. It's an hour long right now. I haven't edited it down yet, but I have to get it much shorter. It is way too long. I love the moth. Hey, Monica. Sid, cat. Oh, the cat bed. What did you write? I missed it. Maybe I did have to assemble the last cat bed. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. All right, let me think about this. I need something dark brown but diluted. Thank you. Excess water off. Then furry bits here. What are you doing, Beelzebub? As all things, there is a subreddit for combining crochet and knitting items. Yes, well, that's cool. However, if you don't want to go and read through a subreddit, you could just go onto my channel, and I have a tutorial on a knitted baby doll dress that is knitted and crocheted. Shush, Beelzebub. Shush. Hey, shush. What are you doing? What do you mean, what am I doing? Who are you talking to? Shush. Sorry, that's okay. You're not in trouble. Just stop yelling. You don't need to yell. I don't mind if you sing, but when you're yelling, it's just a bit much. You know? Let's see. No, meant for the calling you bistitual. That's where the word came from. Oh, you called me bistitual. I didn't realize that. I didn't see it yet. So that's funny. Bistitual. Yes, I am bistitual. That's cute. I'm going to start using that. Bistitual. Okay. We are getting somewhere. This bottom part to me is still feeling a little bit off. Like it's the correct color, but like I think this needs some dark on it. Some orange tone. I feel like there's not enough orange here. Yeah, that looks better. And then I think I need an even more orange at this area. You're so cute. Okay, and then I think I'll do my scales for this section in a more opaque orange. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute with the T. Okay. Okay. Ew, I just got a whiff of neem oil. I have to neem oil one of my plants today and I'm not looking forward to it. It stinks. I have one of my plants behind me has thrips. Well, actually a few of them have thrips, but one of them behind me I've already treated for thrips. What are the conures' names and ages? The conures' names are Beelzebub and Gary. Beelzebub is the girl and Gary is the boy. They're both green cheek conures. And they were about 4.5 when we got them, and we've had them, I don't know, have we had them 2 years? Have we had them 3 years? I feel like they're in the 7 to 8 year old range, and they are green cheek conures, and they are very cute and very silly, and nobody should have pet parrots. I stick to that. That is my personal opinion. However, I love my parrots. I'm just saying I don't think anyone should have parrots as pets. As someone who has parrots as pets, I just always advocate for it every time I talk about my birds, and people hear me talk about how fun and cute they are. I always make sure to say parrots are a very bad pet. Conures, you should not get a conure as a pet. If you're thinking, ooh, a conure might be fun as a pet, think about a different pet. Pick another one. That being said, I love having parrots, and if you also have always wanted parrots, I totally understand. I'm just saying, they're not pet material the way that a dog or a cat is. They're pet material the way like a human child is. And okay, I'm up to date. Just trying to incorporate a little bit more orange on the top wing. There's not technically more orange here on the actual one, but I feel like I get the impression of orange in the beige. So I'm just using orange as a top coat kind of color for the little wing sections. Doing the scales in a very, very pale orange. I guess I advocate against parrots. I don't advocate for parrots. When I said I always advocate for that. I don't advocate people having parrots. I think parrots should not be a legal animal to have in the pet trade. They're way too smart to be our subservient animals. They deserve to be free in the tropical places that they're from. However, these are captive bred, and that doesn't make it better, in my opinion, currently, because they live so long that it feels like breeding them also feels wrong. So I actually don't think that breeding conures should be allowed either. I literally don't think the animal should be allowed in the pet trade, as opposed to it being about like captive or wild caught. I don't think that I don't think conures I don't think parrots can be ethically purchased. I don't think you can ethically buy a parrot. They're too smart. They feel like they're too smart for being imprisoned by us. Let's see. No non-stick pans, air freshener, incense, smoking. No pet should be a spur of the moment decision, but especially not the parrot. Yeah, no non-stick. I use stainless steel now, but no non-stick. I didn't know that. But like I said, I love my stainless steel. I mean, I bake in non-stick. My baking sheets. Those are, I think they're non-stick, right? They're like aluminum baking sheets. Anyway, yeah, you can't have incense. You can't have perfume. Can't have, I mean, people do. So like you can do anything. That's why I don't think people should be allowed to have parrots, because it should be, you're not allowed to use incense. You're not allowed to smoke around them. You're not allowed to whatever. But like in reality, is every parrot owner following those rules? Absolutely not. And for those reasons, I'm out. I mean, I'm in. I love my parrots, but again, I don't think they should be allowed. Also, if anyone gets a parrot, you can find rescues because they literally outlive their owners. Oh yeah, that's another thing that I think that the parrot breeding industry is so screwed up because of. Okay, if an animal's going to live 100 years, right? Like a parrot, some parrots are living 100 years, and that's not like out of the ordinary. That's how long they live. And people don't even have them put somewhere in their will, especially, oh my God, why are you so itchy? My ankle just got itchy. And yeah, so there's lots of rescues that have parrots. Buying a baby parrot, brand new from the store, not a good idea. It's more people overheating and burning nonstick pans. The oven ones are made to go in the oven. You should be fine. Okay, cool. I fell in love with stainless steel after using it when we went camping. I used to only use like whatever nonstick thing that I had, but then I switched to stainless steel because, oh my gosh, if you have not had a beautiful stainless steel experience, you don't know it, but they can be such wonderful things to cook with, and I have been having such good luck, and they're so easy to clean after, which I like a lot. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a real dark color, and it's not even going to be diluted very much, and I'm going to use it to do some of my shadow strands or shadow hairs. Cool. It's working really well, Laura. Let's try this again. Also, I'm aware of the time, but I wanted to paint this, so I want to get it done because that's what I want to do. Floofy. Such a floofy moth. Okay. That feels good. I think that I just have to do a little bit of the same sort of lines on the yellow so that it has the same details as the rest of it. And then same thing with this pink one. I feel like that's a bit dark. Hold on a sec. Let's see. I love stainless steel. The laden frost effect is so cool, and once you learn how to use it, it's way better to clean than a nonstick. Once I learned how to use it, that's what it was. I need to like turn the heat on, put the pan on a high heat until the water does the thing where it like dances, and then I turn the heat down to like medium or medium low, and the rest of the meal is cooked on medium or medium low on the stainless steel, and it never sticks after that. Even though the temperature goes down. Like, I turn it lower, but I guess it stays hot enough to remain non-stick or something. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, I just know that it works really well for me now. In a way that it didn't used to. Until I figured that part out. I was always putting it on when the heat was too high. But it's like you have to get it to the high heat to make it non-stick, and then turn the heat down. And even though it turned down, why doesn't it go less? Why doesn't it start to stick? It just doesn't. I don't know why. I'm almost done with this section. Then I'll show you how it's looking, and we can do the background. Okay, ready? Ta-da! There's my pretty moth. Looking really cute and very fluffy. Antennae are orange. Let's see. Agreed. In my opinion, birds as pets aren't a small decision. I had a parrot named Fred for a year in my room because he needed because I needed ED rehab for all sorts of issues. Siblings were allergic to all. Fred was left in the basement. Oh. Yes, that too. Parrots and birds are super dusty and not great idea for allergies. Yeah, definitely dusty. My neighbor would let me come to help with her pets because she knew I loved animals. She talked my parents into letting me help Fred. His wings had been clipped badly, beak and nails were bad, and he was fed junk. Oh, that's sad. Another great painting. Love it. Thanks, Candace. Yeah, that is sad. I had to clip my bird's wings, and that is so sad. It's the saddest part for me. Or at least it's one of them. I hate that I had to do that. It's not my favorite part. Okay, now I'm gonna do here. We have, what do you think? So cool. I'm picturing like a meadowy background. Oh, I have the moon here. So I was gonna do the sky. You think a meadow? My idea was the moon. So the lighting won't make sense at all because this is going to be technically backlit. Unless I don't do the moon. Oh, I have to do the moon. Because I already did it in black. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my blue, which needs to get mixed in with other colors like brown. Like my painting?
Yes,
It's a moth.
I know.
Oh, I love that for Fred. Whoa, pretty moth. Thank you. Last I knew, he was living his best life with a couple of Greek neighbors who had an outdoor flying space for him. Ugh. Yes, I love that. No moon is good. Do moon. Well, good. Because I already did. All right, now I need to get that really, really, really dark blue. So I will get navy blue. Gorgeous. And I will water her down, and I will add ultramarine. Gorgeous. And then I will add a little bit of green because there's never too much green in a picture. And then I can come back here and do some of these. And some of these. Kind of feels like it's on water, but it's not. It's just the sky. Just hold on, all right? It's gonna look so good and normal in just a minute. Beelzebub is kissing Gary and he's saying thank you. And then Beelzebub is saying, you're so good. And then Gary goes, and then Beelzebub goes, thank you. And Gary went, kiss. My birds are so friggin' cute when they talk to each other in my language. I love it when they speak to each other in my language. They're just chit-chatting. They're just having a convo. I don't know what they're saying in bird language, but in English they're saying, cute, give me a kiss. Thank you, you're so cute. You're so good. Whenever they say things, it's so cute. Your bird just said sky like twice after you did. Sky. Blue sky. I'm painting the sky. They don't perform on cue. You're so cute. Okay. So we've gotten some stuff here. Now I need to get real dark and a bigger brush. So I'm going to go with a navy blue and something that's like purpley, but it's blue still. And then I'm going to pick it up with a big brush, and it's nighttime. So I'm just going to paint. I watered it down too much, so it's not very dark. It should be much darker than this. Yeah, more like that, like nighttime dark, you know? risky. Now I think about it, it could have been a high, but I like to think they're mimicking you. It definitely could have been high. Hi guys. You're so cute. Okay. Okay. Scary to paint dark paint on a pale painting. I'm also wondering then if I should put a blue cast, like a light blue wash over the whole moth, because now it's nighttime and this is a picture of this moth in daytime. Like the color of this is definitely daytime colored, not nighttime colored. Maybe I should wait for everything to dry and then do like a blue, like a very, very diluted blue wash over the whole insect. Hi, Beelzebub. You saying dancy dance? No? Mm-hmm. What? What are you doing? Now that I think about it, it could have been high. Oh, I read that already. Now that you think about it, you're probably right, and it probably was high. Okay. Here's how it's looking right now. Very good spherical, symmetrical looking moon. Absolutely authentic looking. Looks just like the real moon, if I do say so myself. So now that we've got to that point, let's give our moon a little yellow. Get rid of the green. We don't need any green. Just a little yellow. All right, so there's my moon shape, yeah. Gotta say, not one commercial today. I'm telling you, the YouTube algorithm, something's off with it. It's not, I put the same settings that I always put. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some moon craters. Having stream on while I put stickers in my journal. Love that for you. We love bullet journals. We love stickers. If you want more stickers to add to your journal, join our Patreon. Join our Discord. I send out stickers with seeds that I send out. Hey. Yeah, hey, Beelzebub. What are you screaming for? She's like, why are you still streaming? You should be done by now. I know, baby girl. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Baby. Come on. Don't do that. Right, Tobe? We don't need that. Hey, you watch out with that voice. Beelzebub. Stop behaving like your namesake. Hey. 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 You. Okay. All right, I think that's probably a good place to take a break. I do think I'm going to have to darken it quite a lot. I feel like it's way too bright, just looking at it. The moth turned out pretty cool. I'm happy with the moth. The moon, it's all right. The sky can't be done like this. It's way too blue for a nighttime picture. Definitely going to have to add lots of darkness to it, but I don't know how yet, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. So since I don't know how, I'm just going to not do it. What I think I'm going to have to do is add black to my blue. Beelzebub, sweet, simple, summer child, your voice, I find it awfully grating at this hour. Hey. Do as I say, not as I do. I know, I already said don't use black on stuff. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to figure out how to darken the sky. The sky's all wrong. It's just way too bright. It's alright though. That's something we can figure out next time on Last Minute Laura. Come back next time for more creative fun times. Let me just show you in the front camera so you can see it even more up close and more in detail. Da, 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 da. A watercolor of a moth in front of the moon. Do you want to see the moth that I'm trying to make it look like? I'll show it to you. It's that moth. Here, let's see. Let me put it on the same angle. Are we seeing the same thing? What do we think? How'd I do? Does she look like the same moth? Fingers crossed. The ants. Wait, let me try and make it the same size. There. No, when they're the same size, you can see how they don't look the same. But anyway, it's the same kind. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my goodness. What's going on? All right, friendship, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you had a good time. It looks very good, so fast. Well, thank you. Well, hopefully it'll look good when I get it finished. Sorry if you're wearing headphones. This is my life. This is another reason why I don't recommend parrots. Because they scream whenever they feel like it. Okay, check out my newest video. I will see you all on Friday. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for being here today. Bye.